pollster Frank Luntz on what he sees as a continuation of a very busy president-elect. And I guess we always forget that, right, Frank? He's not president yet, but he sure is doing a lot.
Well, this is unprecedented. There is no president in my lifetime that has been as this active, talked to this many people, and this engaged specifically in the economy as Donald Trump. Now, I'll tell you two things. One is that the business community is a little bit unnerved by this. They're hoping that they're not going to be next. Nobody wants to be put on the carpet in front of the president-elect and told to cut their prices. And so everyone is going to be on their best behavior. And the voters themselves, it's one of the reasons why Donald Trump's numbers have come up so significantly in the last 3 weeks, that now a majority of Americans have a favorable impression of him. It's the first time since he began his campaign 18 months ago. He's at his high water mark because they like what he's doing. He's proving to them that he is serious, that these aren't going to be the usual political games that Washington plays, and that he's going to be more than their voice, that he's actually going to take a very tough hand to the corporate community, and they like it.
By the way, as you're speaking, Frank, we're getting word now that the president-elect is going to be naming Carl Icahn, the takeover financier, as an advisor on regulatory overhauls. Of course, Carl Icahn has been among those who said there's so many rules and regulations in the way of companies, small, medium, and large alike, that they really can't move forward. It's not so much a tax thing as a regulating thing. Icahn would be playing, presumably, this according to the Wall Street Journal, a central role in selecting the next chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission. But again, keeping with this very busy pace where he's supposedly tapping the best and brightest of the corporate world to send a message. What is that message?
That politics as usual will have no place in this White House. That corporate welfare is just as bad as fraudulent welfare, and that everyone's going to be held accountable. And if I can be candid with you, Neil, I was not expecting this. I am more than pleasantly surprised. This action, this activity has caught the American people and it really touched them, because most people at this point are preparing for Christmas. They're preparing for Hanukkah. They're leaving their jobs. And Donald Trump, even several days before, is still at work shaking up the system. And I'll give you one example. The appointment of Mick Mulvaney to be the director of OMB is absolutely brilliant. This is a man who knows how to hold Washington accountable, can't wait to get in there to cut wasteful spending, to upend the tax code so that it is truly fair and flatter. And Mulvaney's commitment to undo regulations. Trump is taking the best political people, the best business people, and saying, we're going to change this thing. We're going to rock Washington, D.C. And, Neil, the voters are seeing it, they're hearing it, they're feeling it, and they like what they see so far.